virtual cards, we'll go more in depth into that later on. We also have WooCommerce plugins, which is an e-commerce feature. We have our dynamic currency converter, which allows businesses to, receive payments in one currency and get settled in another. So think about a business that has operation in other regions, different from where their customers or user base is. So they are able to, still maintain their operations in the country that they are, operating while getting currency from the other side. You get more details on that as well. And then finally, we're just going to walk you through our Pan-African expansion, what our coverage is like as Kora. Okay, starting with the identity verification product. Like I said, it's a two-in-one product with different use cases, but we have target markets in like every region, every industry and sectors. What do I mean? So for a good use case for the KYC part of this product will be like a fintech company or a financial institution with a direct mandate to, verify customers or take care of KYC for their customers, to know that the customers they are bringing on their platform is who they say they are, right? This is the first part of this product, and it's called the KYC verification. We have a number of IDs under this use case category, and I'm going to just briefly talk about them. For the KYB aspect, as it implies, know your business, right? So we have some businesses that onboard other businesses. Think about an aggregator. So there are some aggregator platforms that bring together different players within different industries just to, play within a platform. So for businesses like this, they are onboarding other businesses. They're able to verify those businesses to be sure that it's not just a scam, or the CAC documentation that they provided is what it actually is. So those are the two categories of use cases. This is our coverage in terms of what the product is like now. We are live in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, and South Africa. For Nigeria, we have a number of IDs, as you can see, that can be verified. NIN, BVN, voters card, international passport, as well as CAC for the KYB part. For Kenya, we have national ID, passport, phone number, alien card, tax pin. Tax pin is also like a KYB use case category, right? Then for Ghana, we have national ID, international passport, voters card, the social security number, driver's license. While for South Africa, right now, we have just the national ID, the side ID. We are looking to expand to at least 5 more African countries this year, so be on the lookout for that. So with regards to these products as well, in terms of like onboarding the merchants, the businesses that use these products, we're going to walk you through how seamless it is to request for access, to use the product. It's as seamless as possible. So they get onboarded on our platform and then make their request. So just come on this journey with me. So this is Olawale logging into the Kora dashboard, right? And it's trying to request access for the identity product. He will download a due diligence form for us to understand him and his business better, upload it, and proceed to making the request. Under the request, you can see all the countries that we're currently live in. They can select one or many of them. If it's individual KYC category, it selects, or if it's both of them, KYC and KYB. And under the available use cases, he's able to see all these IDs that I just spoke about. Select the one that he wants to verify. So we have some merchants that might decide to just, verify only NIN and BVN in Nigeria, and then maybe Ghana national ID and Kenya. So in that case, you select applicable and submit it. That's how seamless it is to make requests. When we get these requests, we review and approve the merchant. Once the business is on board, this is what the verification dashboard looks like on Kora, right? So once the merchant is able to carry out verifications, which is done via APIs. So all of these ID types I mentioned have different endpoints that the merchant can integrate to and verify. Once the verifications has been done, you can easily manage all these verification types and events right on your dashboard. As you can see here, you can query for each of the countries, query for each of the ID types, and verification events. So for verification events, this is a list of every verification the merchant has done using our endpoints, right? They're able to see details of everything, including some sensitive details, which only specific users have access to. So think about maybe a super admin or an owner, right? And the event data, the correct data and all of that. Another part for this identity is, so we have other use cases like data matching, facial matching. So in addition to you giving us an ID number to verify, our verification is done against the government database that those data is stored in. In addition to that, you can say, okay, I want to subscribe to the data matching use case. In this case, we are confirming what you have supplied with what is being returned from the government database and giving you the match, right? So you're able to compare. Another feature is the facial matching feature that allows, in addition to the data matching, you're able to also confirm the selfie. So you have onboarded somebody on your platform, they've uploaded a selfie. We are returning data from the government database and giving you the match that this face that VC has uploaded is what is returned. You have the confidence level and all of those details. So for the second product, so that we don't take much of your time, the virtual card. So this is also in two parts, as two use cases, the merchant customers and the merchant themselves. So for the merchant customers, we call it CC or IC, issued card or customer cards. This allows merchants or businesses that are in the business of allowing people to make payments within their platform. So let me paint a scenario. So think about a digital wallet provider. We have a lot of them around now, just doing different kind of businesses with the money. So their users pay for things on their platform with the money in their wallets, right? Like you found a wallet on the platform and you use it. So for this kind of businesses, they can include this virtual card issuing suite into their product, allowing their users to create virtual card right there on the platform using the money in their wallets to fund it, and then use the card for international payments. This expands their product offering, revenue lines, and ensuring that they keep their customer within their ecosystem, right? So that's the first use case for like the customer card. For the merchant card, this is tailored to every merchant, every business in different sectors. They are able to create reserve virtual card, what we call reserve virtual card. It is the same type of card, but this one is created right on the Kora dashboard for business use. So we have instances where businesses with different departments share just one card, right? Like you want to travel, sales want to go somewhere, and they're sharing the same card details. It makes reconciliation very difficult as well as inconveniences, right? So with these reserve cards, businesses can create different USD virtual cards for each of the departments, for each use case. So for expense, for travel, and all of that, and use it to manage their business. So that's for the second part. We're also just going to show you how that works from the access request part to the management of the card details on the dashboard. And also we'll show you how you can use it easily on any site to make payments. So this is what the Kora dashboard looks like once we onboard a business or a merchant. You go to, the merchant is expected to go to issuing on the left-hand side panel of the dashboard and request access. Like I said earlier, we have customer cards and we have reserved cards. For customer cards, they need to select their monthly payment value, the PCI DSS level. So PCI DSS certification is a mandatory certification for any business that wants to go into the business of issuing cards. It is statutory. But at Kora, we have also done a number of things to ensure that this is seamless for our merchants. Once they select the level they have and they submit this request, that's the end of the journey here. This comes to us, we review it, engage the merchant on the call to understand their use cases and all, and we allow their access. For the other parts, just forward to, okay, yeah, it's fine here. So that's how this works. So for the reserved card part, right, I said that is very seamless and tailored to all kinds of businesses. They are not required to, as our merchants, we are not required to request for access here. You just set yourself up on the dashboard, just as this person has done. Just set up access for reserved virtual card. And the next screen you are going to see once it loads, it's a screen of you being able to seamlessly create virtual card, virtual USD card for your business use. So this is what it looks like. So you go to new virtual card, click on that, select the customization field like color gradients or whatever you want to you want the look we want it to have. The card scheme, we have MasterCard and Visa, and then the card label. So this way I was explaining that for a business that has multiple teams, you can say sales travel card, business expense card, or anything, and create as many cards as possible based on the tier, the plan that you have chosen. So we have 3 plans for our card products: the a startup plan, growth, and enterprise plan, depending on how big your business is. This is where they can see the card details. As you can see, just tap on the card, you see the card details that you want to use. You can manage the card easily, suspend and terminate. Suspension means the card will be temporarily locked and you'll not be able to do a transaction. While termination signals the end of the card life. And that's how the card is being managed on this dashboard. So every card that the merchant has created can be effectively managed here. They can raise chargeback and dispute, do other things on the card. So you see how seamless it is to fund the card. That's how easy it is to use our product. So we'll just quickly show you like a sample of transaction. A sample of transaction that, a sample transaction, just to see how. So this is a card that has just been, the card that was created earlier. This is my card, Kalesi. So you copy the card number, the expiry date, CVV, and all those details. If you need billing address, it's readily available. Go to the platform that you want to make payments on, put all of these details, and voila, the card transaction is done. That's how seamless and easy it is to use these products. So yeah, so that's done. Thank you so much. I would hand over the mic to, yeah, I'll hand over the mic to Uyi now, who will take you through the rest of the slide. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, KK. Hi, guys. So I'm Uyi. I'll be taking us through the Kora plugins on WooCommerce and then the dynamic currency converter. So for WooCommerce is a tool that enables merchants. WooCommerce is a tool that enables merchants create online stores on WordPress and accept payment. So let's take, for example, you're a developer. You are building a website for a client. You are building a website for a client on WooCommerce, and you want to accept payment. So instead of integrating the normal payment gateways, what you can do is integrate Kora plugins on WooCommerce. So I'll be taking us through the steps. There are just 3 easy steps on how you can just easily integrate our Kora plugin on WooCommerce. First, you log into your WordPress dashboard. Then you go to the tab where you have WooCommerce. When you click on WooCommerce, it displays the tabs that you see above, where you see general, product, shipping, payments. Then you click on the payments. Then it brings out a list of the different payment options that are available. Then you click on the Kora debit credit cards. So you see, when you click on the Kora debit credit cards, this enables you to make payment via cards and then via bank transfers. So when you click on that, then then you click on manage to configure this particular gateway. Then it takes you to the last step. So it takes us to the last step. When you get here, you have successfully configured and enabled it. Now you are live. So anytime a customer is on your site, they click on the Kora debit or credit card option and then easily place an order. They make payments directly. So instead of going the traditional way of going to integrate payment gateways. So the next product is the dynamic currency converter. So this is a tool that enables, that automatically, sorry, let's not start the video now, please. So this is a tool that automatically changes prices and amounts from one currency to another. It helps international customers pay in their local currency, and merchants are able to receive in their preferred currency. So let's take, for example, you are a remittance business enabling people to be able to send money. Let's assume I'm a customer in America and I want to send money to Nigeria. So I want to pay it in USD and let it be remitted here in Nigeria in Naira. So what you do is from this checkout page now, you can see here that I want to send $6.84, and the equivalent will be paid to the account here in Nigeria in Naira. So this converts the money from the dollar, and then the customer receives it in naira at the current exchange rate, and it happens in real time. So what you do, okay, you can start the video, please. So what you do is to input your card details, you pay, and then the modal shows successful. Then you log into your Kora dashboard. When you log into your Kora dashboard, you go to Paint, you click on Paint. When you click on Paint, it displays all the currencies we currently have. Then you go click on the USD, which is the USD transaction which you just did. And then you will see the transaction details we just did. So here, these details, everything, it shows the status, which was successful, the amount that was paid, the exchange rate. Here is clearly stated. Here at Kora, we display the exchange rate because we are a transparent company and we don't want people to think that we are cheating them. And secondly, it also displays the amount that it was converted to in naira, the card information, that's the payment method that was used. It was Visa, the customer's name, and the email. So that's how like the dynamic currency conversion is done. So I will pass in the mic to Promise to just close us out. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Uyi. Thank you, Kay, for walking us through that those products. I mean, we already know that our goal at Kora is to create a future void of digital financial barrier. And we're very, very passionate about merchant or customers' growth. Most definitely businesses. We're very passionate about that. And we're also passionate about the expansion of businesses. So to that, we have started on the journey of empowering African businesses. We started with Nigeria at the beginning, then we went to Kenya, we went to Ghana, and most recently we've gone to Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, and Egypt. So I believe that we reserve a round of applause for that. So if you're a business looking to expand to any of these regions, we have you covered. So we've had businesses that came in just using our Nigerian product, and tomorrow they say, oh, they want to go to another region, and we're helping them to move to these new regions, right? So you see that we are very, very passionate about empowering business, and in this same year, we still have goals to go into more regions. So going to, looking at it from the pay-ins perspective, that's on our checkout and via API, you can see that when it comes to providing payment facility for these regions, we're very focused on the payment methods that are prominent and predominant in those areas. So of course, in Cameroon, we're looking at mobile money. As we know, and as we don't know, mobile money is one of the most prominent payment method in Cameroon. And in Egypt, we also have mobile money. And in Ivory Coast as well, we also have mobile money. And we're also supporting the big networks in those regions. So we're not just there with one network. We are covering all the big networks there. So if you're expanding to those regions, you have all your customer base pretty much covered. Please, the next slide. So we don't only enable businesses to accept payments, we also enable them to pay out as well. And we have this both on our single payout and on our bulk payout as well, which are both available on both API and on the dashboard as well. So in Nigeria, we have bank transfers, which, I mean, as we know, is the predominant payment method here. In Cameroon, mobile money. Ghana, mobile money. Egypt, mobile money. In Kenya, Kenya is also a little bit advanced in terms of payment. So there is also bank transfers and mobile money in Kenya. And in South Africa, we have bank transfers, and Ivory Coast, we have mobile money. Again, these regions, we also cover all the prominent payment networks or mobile networks in those regions. Now, in terms of global, you may be wondering, right, as a Nigerian, if I collect payments in Cameroon, what am I supposed to use this money for? We also enable conversions within our ecosystem to enable you to convert from whatever currency you're collecting from to the currency that you want to be settled in. So for instance, you want to be settled in USD or even Naira, we enable you to do that. Still talking about our global coverage, in terms of our pay-ins, we already have our card acquiring that allows you to accept payments in USD, and then our USD virtual card, which USD virtual account, we should be out by the end of this quarter. We're very excited about this, and we know that this is something that a lot of businesses have been asking for, and once it's out, we would let everyone know. Then for our payouts, we have the ability for businesses to make payouts in USD, just single payouts in USD, both in USD and in GBP as well. And this is, of course, powered by bank transfers already. So that's pretty much it for us on the product team. We're looking forward to you guys getting onboarded on our platform and making use of our products. All right, so we're going to take some questions, if there are any questions that you have, and we can answer them here. Okay. All right, if there are no questions, okay, please. Sure. Okay.
So I have two questions around the identity verification product. The first question is, do you guys have plans to roll out a widget alongside API? Second thing is there a feature to manually verify users? Because we have situations where there might be a slight mismatch between what is on the government database, maybe middle name was stored as first name and all of that, right? The API will automatically reject it, but we may want to give the user some leeway, right? So is there a feature to manually verify users that way?
All right. So to the first question, like some sort of link that allows users to, probably integrate it to their platform without necessarily going through the API. Yeah, that is currently in the roadmap. For the second question on manual verification, so what we have is even much better than manual verification, actually. So you are able to see the correct details as well as the incorrect one on our platform. So when you query each verification, you see these details, so you can easily tell which one is the correct one or not for each of the identity.
I hope she was able to.
Okay, hope I was able to answer. Oh, no, it's still via the API, but you manage it on the dashboard. So you'll be able to see the response on the dashboard.
So what she's saying is that if, of course, let's say you're verifying a BVN, of course, if the BVN is correct, it will return the information to you. So you decide if you want to go ahead to onboard that user based on that information. But you can see everything on the dashboard to make that decision.
Okay, quick question. Does your identity app, sorry, I came a little bit late during your presentation, so maybe you answer that. So does your app enable guys building like a mobile banking application, right? To get liveliness and whatnot. Then second question is, what's the plan towards expanding to other regions, right? Like Kenya and the likes, because I mean, there's a use case I might have and we might possibly partner on that, so.
Not like outside the region, yeah. So for the first part, for liveness, that's currently being built. But like I mentioned earlier, we have the facial matching feature, which allows like selfie verification and all. For the second question around, regions, yeah, I mentioned expansion plan is in progress. So at least 4 more countries this year. So look out for that. Kenya, yes, food. We are looking at that. We are in Kenya. Sorry. We are in Kenya. Sorry. I mentioned that, yeah. So we have a number of IDs live in Kenya. Yeah. My mind was on Cameroon.
All right, do you have any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions, thank you so much for listening. I'm going to pass the mic to the hosts.
Wow. That's not enough. Oh. After you are not clapping here, you are up. Thank you for the demo, everyone. Thank you all for listening. I think just to summarize the evening, right? Key takeaways today, we ventured into AI. You can now build seamlessly, with ease, securely, right? And to wrap up with the demo session, you now have all you need after building to power your businesses. So just so that we're not all like, hey, I'm not a business. You must not be like a company. We also support individuals, right? So it's just for you to see the use case in what has been demoed here today. So don't think you must be, even if you're selling shoes or importing shoes from somewhere and you have a website, WooCommerce is there, right? So don't think it has something so big, but we support also individuals. So when they say business, it doesn't mean you must go and start something big. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming here today. We appreciate your time, right? And we really appreciate you for making time to come here and hear what we have to do. So at this point, promise we just close out and we'll call it a day. And from here, we can still step out. Don't forget to network. The people that demoed, if you have questions, meet them, right? If you have ideas, share with them. And just enjoy the rest of the night. We can still go out and have drinks and eat and network and make new friends. Thank you.
Sorry, before Promise comes on stage, again, thanks everybody for coming today. No, I'm not doing it. You do it. But I want to just say that we're going to send like a feedback form to everybody via email. Would appreciate you fill that form. Tell us what we did bad, what we can improve on, and of course, things that we did very well. Thank you very much. Promise.
I didn't plan for any speech. This is not meant to be any speech. Louis, this is meant to be your work. All right, no long talk. Thank you guys so much for coming. This is actually the first time that the product team are doing anything like this, so we're pretty much proud of ourselves. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time out to come and celebrate with us. We're looking forward to doing more events, bigger ones, and yeah, let's go outside and network and have fun.